UFC 21. Aspinall gone. What a disaster. What an absolute disaster. The fight gets stopped due to a three-fingered eye poke from Cyril Gane to Tom Aspinall. Fight gets stopped late in the end of round one. Tom Aspinall cannot continue. He cannot see. And the fight's a no contest. We're going to talk about that particular fight. The card itself, we'll gloss over it a little bit, but this video is about that fight. Let's talk about it. Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of Combat Corner, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, leave a comment. I'm your host, Rudy Rodriguez Showmont. Appreciate y'all jumping on board. Listen here, man. There are some people that got some serious stuff wrong with them. And I don't understand it. I don't know what this world is. But in the business of the fight business, styles make fights. They always have. They make fights. And so, of course, I made my video previewing this thing, and I said that Tom Aspinall needs to dominate Cyril Gane to keep from having the John Jones contingent run their mouths. Because you knew exactly what was going to happen if Tom Aspinall did not dominate Cyril Gane. You would have the John Jones people running their mouths about, well, Tom Aspinall can't beat John Jones, blase, blase. Then why the hell would John Jones not want to fight Tom Aspinall? I mean, if why wouldn't you want to fight him? But this is a stylistic matchup from Cyril Gane that actually is one where he can be successful. Now, did I think Tom Aspinall was going to knock Cyril Gane out? Yeah, I did. I figured he'd knock him out in round one or round two and finish the fight. But the fact of the matter is, Cyril Gane looked decent in the first round. Yeah, I'll even say that he probably was winning the round one marginally. But when I listen to the stupid shit that has come out of people's mouths across online, and I mean, it's utterly mind blowing. It's utterly mind blowing. Cyril Gane had outlanded Tom Aspinall 30-27 in the first round. But a large portion of his strikes were leg kicks. Almost half of his strikes were leg kicks. Tom Aspinall, I thought, landed the bigger strikes at the head. Yes, Cyril Gane did make Tom Aspinall's nose bleed. It's fighting. It happens. One shot can give a bloody nose. But Cyril Gane remains one of the dirtier fighters in MMA, clearly stabbing his fingers out there to jab someone in the eye, kind of like John Jones. He fingered Aspinall in the eye early on in the round when Aspinall went in for a takedown. And then late in the round, he's got his fingers out like this, he jabs him like this, like this. And in his left eye, his right eye, Tom Aspinall could not see. And there are people that are on social media saying that Tom Aspinall quit. Quit? If you cannot see, you cannot fight. He is the heavyweight champion of the world. You do not give away your belt and try to continue fighting if you cannot see. And from what it has been said in his own video that he posted, his left eye was blurry too. So his left eye was blurry and his right eye largely was black, he says. And people are booing him. Why aren't you booing Cyril Gane? Why is Cyril Gane having a temper tantrum on the floor, winding it up, when he's the one that committed the foul? I don't care about whether or not a foul is considered intentional or unintentional. And this is the problem with MMA. This has been the problem with MMA. There is no real punishment for fouls. There's not a real punishment. You can grab the cage, you can kick in the balls, you can poke in the eye, You can even hit behind the head. You can do all of these things in MMA. And you have got to do it enough times that it gets your opponent a point deduction or potentially disqualified. The problem is you got to do that shit so many freaking times for it to get to that point. And that is the problem with MMA. For as great of a sport as it is, that is and has been the problem with MMA for quite some time. The rules are bullshit. The rules are bullshit. If you grab the fence, if you poke someone in the eye, if you kick someone in the balls, if you hit someone in the back of the head, it should be an automatic point deduction. Period. It was unintentional. You get to do it again and again and again. Like I've seen guys get poked in the eye 3-4 times in a fight. I've seen guys get hit in the crotch 3-4 times in the crotch and not seen a point being deducted because the rules in MMA are bullshit. They're suggestions. They're not rules. If they were rules, as in professional basketball or professional football, if you get called for holding, it's a penalty. If you get called for a foul, it's a foul. In MMA, if you get caught committing a foul, intentional or unintentional, you are not punished unless it's completely egregious. And even then, you are sometimes not punished. Cyril Gane's dirty. He's been this way. He's always done this. Kind of like John Jones. And for people to criticize Tom Aspinall and call this guy a quitter because you thought the fight was closer in the first round, or you thought Gane was winning the first round, he outlanded him by 3 strikes. You would make it seem like Cyril Gane was beating Tom Aspinall's ass, and it was a 10-7 round that we were watching. I still believe Aspinall would have won this fight. And I do believe that he'll win this fight when they fight again. But you got to start punishing fighters for fouling other fighters. This is on Cyril Gane. He's the reason that we are in this situation, not Tom Aspinall. Don't tell me that, oh, he's the heavyweight champion. He needs to keep fighting. What the fuck are you talking about? In fact, that's the exact reason where he doesn't need to keep fighting, because guess what? Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? He has the belt. He's the champion. He controls it. And if you jab him in the eye and he can't see, why the hell should he keep fighting? I'm not saying if you could see, you stop, but this insinuation that he was looking for a way out, it's crazy. It's just crazy to me. He's looking for a way out. A guy that has fought every monster heavyweight in the division and beaten the tar out of him, and you think this man's looking for a way out of a fight? Does that even remotely make sense? It doesn't make sense. Why would he look for a way out? The man wants to defend his belt. The man wants to fight somebody. He still wants to fight John Jones. John Jones won't ever come back and fight him. But to sit here and call this guy a quitter and hear from fucking fighters too, like Anthony Smith, who's gone into a ring and turtled the fuck up. It's really weird to see casual people say, oh, if I was there, no, the fuck you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. If you start actually penalizing fighters for every foul they commit, guess what? The fouls would stop because they know they would drastically impact their opportunity to win. John Jones admitted that he would poke guys in the eyes on purpose because he knew nothing was going to get done about it. Literally knew it. He knew nothing would be done. Nothing was ever done. And yet people are criticizing Tom Aspinall. It was a very disappointing end to that fight, obviously. Very, very disgusted about it. And now we got to sit and wait 4 or 5 months to see these guys fight again, wherever the hell it will be. But start penalizing guys for committing fouls every single time they do it. Because otherwise, why even have point deductions if you're not going to actually penalize them and give the point deduction? What's the point? What is the point? Now looking at the rest of the card, you had Mackenzie Dern get named champion. She was won a unanimous decision over Verna Jandiroba. Fight was rather unentertaining to me. Jandiroba loses a fight when she has 9 takedowns. There was a lot of, they threw it. It was whatever. I'm being real. 9 takedowns and she lost the fight. Dern struck her by a bit, but you know, it is what it is. Again, not truly anything awe-inspiring to me. To think that you beat Amanda Hebos and get a title shot. What does that mean? Don't know who she'll fight next. Don't really care. Don't really care. Umar Nurmagomedov beats Mario Bautista, a fucking snoozer of a fight. He hugged Mario Bautista for 3 rounds. Y'all like watching this bullshit? I don't. I know it's mixed martial arts. You want to know what I want to see in mixed martial arts? I want to see guys that are going to go try for a finish. I need to see finishes, man. I want to see a guy, if you're in a dominant position, to finish the fight. Not hug him, not hold him, not squeeze him, not caress him. Go finish the fight. Uninspiring. Alexander Volkov gets the win over Jalton Almeida. I'll be real. I have no idea who won this damn fight. Jalton Almeida did exactly what we thought. He would hug, he would hold. He got takedowns. And he lost a split decision. The guy got 3 takedowns in the 3rd round. He got 3 takedowns in the 2nd round. He got 1 takedown in the 1st round. He did a lot of holding and not much punching. Volkov really threw a lot more naturally because that's what you would expect. And Volkov got the decision win. There were people who seemed to be shocked. Again, another uninspiring fight. Another completely uninspiring fight. Just nothing great. Nothing great at all. You know? And now Volkov is probably next in line, but not, because Gane and Aspinall are going to fight again. And I still think that Volkov beat Gane the last time they fought. And Gane got the bullshit decision. So, and then we have the opener of the fight, Alexander Rakic against Azamat Murzakanov with a KO. Murzakanov finishes the fight in the 1st round. This was your card. 3 dogs and a no contest and a 1st round KO. I'm just, UFC got to do a better job, bro. They got to do a better job in promoting. Like I said, I didn't even realize this card was going on this week. That's how bad it was. Poorly it was promoted. The co-main event, couldn't have cared less. And then watching Gane have a temper tantrum, even listening to Dana White after the fight, it was disappointing. Like, are you going to hold people accountable for fouls? Are you going to hold people accountable? Why not? Hold them accountable for what they do. It doesn't make sense to me that you're not holding guys accountable. And I don't like it. I just don't like it. Hold people accountable for their behavior. And I look forward to seeing this fight happen again. I look forward to seeing Tom Aspinall finish Cyril Gane, because I don't think Cyril Gane belongs in the same ring cage with Tom Aspinall. But again, styles make fights. And this is a fight in which Gane isn't truly worried about a takedown attempt, even though Aspinall did go for a takedown and got poked in the eye for it. But you guys who call the man a quitter because he couldn't see, Y'all stupid. Yeah, y'all legitimately stupid if you're criticizing a guy who couldn't see. But that's what I've come to see as the large MMA audience is a bunch of fucking morons that have never laced up gloves, never even sparred before, and sit here and talk shit about a guy getting poked because somebody else got poked in the eye and he kept fighting. Well, every eye poke is different. Every eye poke is different. The reaction to every eye poke is different. And until you have felt it, you have absolutely no idea what that fighter is experiencing or what's happening with that fighter. You don't know. And that's my problem. You don't know. And you're running your fucking mouth. And that drives me absolutely crazy as a fight fan. I hate the eye pokes. I hate seeing fights stop because of that. I hate it. It sucks. I agree with you. But don't criticize the fighter who got poked in the eye rather than blame the guy who did the eye poking. That's all I got. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. This is Combat Corner. Powered by Come On Now, the podcast. Come on now.
I've been down through the blood and the sweat. Guarantee you can know I'm a threat. I've been down through the blood and the sweat. And I ain't close to being done yet, I'm going all in. Yeah, I'm going all in. And I ain't close to being done yet, I'm going all in. Yeah. They know I'm going all in. Through the blood and the sweat, y'all know we ain't close to being done yet, I'm going all in. I've been down from the jump. Ain't no love lost, we just really doing us. Go and take your seat, looking silly getting up. Y'all know what it is, let me tell them what it was. It was 24/7.